billion legal battle between Harvard and the federal government kicks off Monday. Gloria Pazmino reports.
It's the next major step in the Trump administration's fight against Harvard University.
I think we're going to probably settle with Harvard. They want to settle very badly.
Oral arguments are expected Monday. Federal District Court Judge Allison Burroughs will hear from Harvard's legal team and lawyers for the Department of Justice, the beginning of a critical battle to restore more than $2 billion in federal funding after the White House froze the funds last spring.
We spend more money on higher education than any other country, and yet they're turning our students into communists and terrorists. We can't let this happen.
Monday's hearing could mark a turning point in the administration's ongoing attacks on higher education institutions.
What we're seeing here is basically an attack on Harvard. The goal is to narrow our ability to think, to teach, to voice, to learn in a way that is open, that promotes free inquiry and discussion.
Pause or funding freeze.
Days after taking office, President Donald Trump signed an executive order increasing enforcement efforts against anti-Semitism on school campuses. The administration also targeted dozens of colleges and universities. It threatened to cut Harvard's critical research and funding grants unless it met a strict list of demands, including ending diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, hiring new faculty, and making sweeping changes to international student programs. Harvard responded with force, suing to restore its funding and accusing the administration of using unlawful tactics, saying the cuts and demands, quote, cut at the core of Harvard's constitutionally protected academic freedom. Funding cuts are already being felt.
We're seeing those research projects about Alzheimer's disease, about what is it that how do we do surgeries in a way that are actually going to save people's lives? Those research projects, those efforts that have been going on for years, if not decades, are being stopped in their tracks.
Harvard faculty says the future of scientific research is on the line.
The big picture question is whether we will be rewarding research to where, based on scientific merit, or whether a university follows the political ideology of the president and his administration.
In a statement, the White House said the administration's goal is to prevent anti-Semitism and DEI on Harvard's campus, adding, quote, we are confident that Harvard will eventually come around and support the president's vision, and through good faith conversations and negotiations, a good deal is more than possible. As the fight between the administration and Harvard continues, some faculty members and experts see the administration's focus on anti-Semitism as an excuse.
This is a battle about power. I think that this is really about this administration trying to take down cathedrals of power around the country that are not their own.
Gloria Pazmino, CNN, New York.